Okay, hi Maddie. So I'm going to try to go through this with you, and I'm just going to start from the beginning, and I think you're going to get it okay this way. But I have the book right here, and I'm just going to look at the directions for each section, and if you have any other questions, email me, because at that point, hopefully we'll be able to communicate that way. All right, part A. Write each sentence, which you don't have to do. Choose the verb that agrees with the subject. So you have to pick the correct verb. Then you have to look at the pronoun that is in the subject part of the sentence and say, is that an indefinite pronoun, or is it write it and then say it's an indefinite pronoun using I, or it's a subject pronoun using S. So let's do number one together. Emalio and I are or is in Rome. So the first thing that we need to do is pick the correct verb, which is are. They are in Rome. So are would be what you'd write down. And then you have to look at the pronoun, which in the subject part is I. And I is a subject pronoun, so that's what you'd write. Are is the correct verb. I is the pronoun, and it is a subject pronoun, so you put an S by it. Okay, I think that's good for that. Now, let's move down to number 4, and you'll realize why in a second. All either have been or has been there for almost 2,000 years. Well, we need to pick the correct verb, which is have been. Have been is the correct verb for that one. Now, the only word that comes before the verb is all, and so you'd write down all, and you'd need to tell me, is all a subject pronoun or is it an indefinite pronoun? And it's an indefinite pronoun. So really what you have to do, maybe, Maddie, for that section is go back to page 348, and that's where the indefinite pronouns are listed. And you'll be able to tell if it's one of those words, it's indefinite. If it's not, it's just a subject pronoun. Okay, so let's look at part B. Replace the pronoun verb forms with contractions, underline possessive pronouns. Okay, so I think that part's probably pretty easy for you. You just look at sentences. You're finding, instead of on number 11, it says, I am going to visit the Parthenon today. So for that one, instead of writing I am, you're going to write I'm. I apostrophe am. And then on some of them, there are possessive pronouns. So in the ones that there are possessive pronouns, like on number 13, their tour guide explained the history of the dome. Their, T-H-E-I-R, is a possessive pronoun, so you have to write that. All right, part C. Rewrite each sentence in the paragraph correctly. You don't have to do that. You're going to replace the underlined subjects with indefinite pronouns. So all you're going to do in that paragraph is where there's a problem with a pronoun, you're going to change it, and then the underlined word, they want you to, tourists, they want you, instead of using tourists, they want you to write an indefinite pronoun that fits there. There are 4 mistakes there that you need to correct, and the indefinite pronoun change there. All right, so hopefully that's helpful. If not, send me another email and we will look at it together. Thanks. Bye.